gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw Live and the second ever Monday Night Raw Rookie Draft. Here's how this works. We will have 8 matches tonight. Every match and its participants were randomly picked in a lottery fashion. Some matches will consist of existing Raw talent, others with NXT talent, and some with a mixture. Every 4th match will be a double draw from the NXT roster. Thus, the rookie picked will be signed onto the official Raw roster. So tonight, we will have a total of 10 draftees in total being brought over from the rookie bracket. First off, we have Thomas Thompson and his former partner from NXT All Rock facing off against the team of Koritz and the King of the Ring, Sir Taco.
After Taco's win at Fastlane, the opportunities that open for that man are endless, and we still don't know which champion he's going to face at SummerSlam later this month. Whoever he decides to face, whether it's James, Onyx, Leo, Buddy, or one of the tag titles, will no doubt have to truly fight to keep their title. But tonight, they face off against Ulrock from NXT, the Fighting Viking Giants, and Thomas Thompson, the man who has been waiting for this day since Eric and Ivar were sent to SmackDown, leaving him as the only remaining member of the War Raiders on Raw.
The mixed styles of these two teams will give us what could be one of the best tag team bouts in history. Then we have Dino from Raw, facing off against the brawling high flyer from NXT, Zeb Voxel.
I never knew that I needed to see this match. The pure high-flying skill and the brawling style of both of these men is something I never knew I needed. Zeb has gone against so many other competitors in NXT, like Leo, Nadir Singh, Brutus Hayabusa, Paul McCall, Max Jones, and so many more. A mixture of brawlers, giants, powerhouses, high flyers, and a lot of those were PLE-level matches. And I am sure, without a doubt, tonight, with Dino, these two will give us a performance of a lifetime.
Oh, the irony. Then we have Jade Lee facing off with her old rival Bean.
Oh boy, these two are going to tear each other apart. Bean has been very vocal with her frustration that Jade just will not go away. And after Jade's win at Fastlane, oh man, Bean could have burned down the building with how pissed she was. She had to be assisted to the back after their match as Jade was targeting Bean's legs and hamstrings with strikes, submissions, and some brutal maneuvers that, if done more, could have probably put Bean out for a long time.
Then into some NXT action. Brutus Hayabusa faces off against his best friend, Diaz Marcus.
Brutus, cousin to Raw's Rina Hayabusa, the powerhouse and striker, Diaz Marcus, the high-flying luchador, both with an extended history with each other, competing in GJWC, GWP, and NXT, only facing off a handful of times, but in fatal 4-ways, battle royals, but never facing off one-on-one. We know Brutus is one strong man, but Diaz is one quick guy. Maybe he will be able to gas Brutus enough to pick up the win and avoid getting brutalized. Maybe.
Speaking of irony, Buddy O'Neil faces off against the man he competed in against at Fastlane, Andreas Ali.
Buddy's win at Fastlane was the most clever thing I have ever seen, being perfectly placed outside of the ref's view. Chef's kiss.
During their dark match at Fastlane, Buddy was able to pick up a win via countout after hitting Andreas with a low blow outside of the ring. Normally that would lead to a disqualification, but somehow the ref didn't see it. While illegal, cheap and unconventional, I do have to admit, it was clever and perfectly placed at that time. Then Maki Ito from NXT faces off against Neko Sky. These two, I believe, will go one-to-one with each other. Their styles, their demeanor, their pasts, all line up perfectly.
That's an understatement. Both are high flyers. Both are from Japan. Both were in GJWC and both competed in NXT. But the last time these two competed against each other was during the round 2 qualifier for Queen of the Ring. And that was an amazing
Then a reunion of sorts. James O'Connell and Hero team up against their old faction brothers, Smokey and Lucio of the Blood Brothers. Now remember, the Blood Brothers faction was formed by Smokey and Hero as a way to solidify their dominance over Raw Live. Then James was brought in with Lucio being brought in shortly after. These four men once held multiple titles within that faction. James was the US champion and held the WWE Tag Team titles with Hero, who held the WWE Unified title, and Smokey and Lucio held the Tag Team titles, even holding both tag titles at once after beating James and Hero.
These four men dominated the Raw roster, and I won't lie, I never thought I would see these four men facing off against each other in tag team action for a long time. I mean, they never split up under bad reasons. They simply just were not able to pursue their different goals as a faction. But I am hoping one day we will see the Blood Brothers as a whole team once again.
And the main event, of all people, Skelton rolled Onyx as an opponent. Seems like he can't escape the punishment from Onyx, where he says Dino and Skel must atone for their betrayal. And in my opinion, facing atonement is much scarier than facing revenge.
Oh yeah! Remember, Onyx brought Dino and Skel from the Indies, brought them up, then they flipped on him saying they were being held back. But in competition, can you blame them? They've been on a bit of a win streak as of late, even getting a win over Hero, James, and Onyx at Money in the Bank.
Yo, 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 yo! We are going nah.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from the internet, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Technician Terror!
We have Taco. Sorry, I almost said Terror. Taco and Koritz teaming up after Taco's win at Fastlane, crowning him King of the Ring. Been a minute since we've seen these two tag team together. We've had them in the Money in the Bank qualifiers. We've had them in the King of the Ring qualifiers. Now we get to see them both in action together against Thomas Thompson and his former tag team partner from NXT and also member of the War Raiders, Olrock. But Taco working his way to the top of the roster with that King of the Ring win. I hope you guys are having a great night there or morning. Hope you guys have eaten. Hope you guys are staying hydrated. And I hope you guys are having a great day.
And his partner from Mesa, Arizona, weighing in at 232 pounds, the King Corey!
King Koritz, the brawler high flyer from Arizona. Tag team partner and confidant of Sir Taco and Low Bandit. Bruin be busy. Oh shit, man. You hate me. Taco, Koritz, Thomas, and Olrock opening up tonight's event.
And at a combined weight of 400 181 pounds, the Viking, Thomas Thompson, and the Viking, UL Rock, the War Raiders.
We haven't seen these two in action together since they've been on NXT. Rock having to take a hiatus from the competitive scene due to an injury, but being brought back to NXT, being brought back for the Money in the Bank, for the King of the Ring, and now for the NXT draft. And I have eaten, I have hydrated, I had ramen just now. Like Thomas and Taco starting it off. Going for a lockup. Taco with a pickup. Thomas over the shoulder into a body slam. Taco once again displaying that pure strength into a power slam. Going for an early pin. Thomas out at the count of 1. Referee Adrian Butler keeping a close eye on this match. We got Thomas Thompson on the rope, now being picked up and thrown by Taco. Into that wind-up right. That hook by Taco, that solid right hand. Now grabbing the leg and throwing Thomas Thompson like he's nothing. Thomas now back to his feet. A right hand by Taco. Trying to go for that left, of being caught by Thomas Thompson to a takedown. Into a roll-up pin. Count of 1. Taco out right before the count of 2. Taco now with a schoolboy roll-up. Thomas kicked out before the count of 2. Rock trying to get the power tag in, but Thomas being caught. Now being thrown to the corner with Chorus, not where you want to be. Thomas now reversing and getting Taco under control. Into a wind-up right of his own. Of course, trying to motivate Taco to get the tag. Thomas now running the ropes into that neck breaker. Referee move. Into that military press. Thomas Thompson carrying Taco into that backdrop. Thomas now able to get to his corner. Rock now the legal man in the fight. Taco on the apron. Rock now pulling Taco over that top rope and a knee to the face. Rock getting Taco back to his feet with a right elbow. Taco catching another elbow. That right being caught by Rock. Irish whip. Taco in a kitchen sink catching that abdomen on the knee of Rock. Rock now running the ropes. Oh, and another knee to the face. Taco shoving Rock off. Trying to go for that shoulder block. Rock is one solid man. We've seen this man in underground matches. We've seen him in Extreme Rules, no DQs, false count anywhere, fatal 4s, battle royals on NXT. Count of 1. Rock going for that pin, but Taco out before the count of 2. Now back to his feet, being shoved off by Rock. Rock, the solid Viking from France. Out the fireman's carry. Taco to the center of the ring with that gut buster. Now stomping on the lower back of Taco. Trying to go for that neck breaker. Taco rolling out of the way. Getting himself to safety. Trying to go for another shoulder block. Rock trying to go for a kick. And a series of chops by Rock. But Taco now with a kick to the abdomen. And some double team action. Thomas trying to get in the way. Grabbing the neck of Taco. Oh, Rock with that power bomb. Taco trying to crawl his way, able to get the tag to Koritz. Quartz and Orok now the two legal men in the match. And Orok with that power bomb, driving Quartz onto the mat. Thomas now the legal man. I don't know what that was, but it was something. Quartz now with an Irish whip to Thomas. Going under and over. Thomas with a clothesline. Able to reverse whatever momentum Quartz was trying to get. And a knee to the side of the head of Quartz. Thomas now trying to torque that left knee of Quartz. Twisting that ankle. Working that left leg. Now getting Quartz back to his feet. Series of left hands by Thomas. Onto a gut wrench bomb. Thomas and Orok keeping each other fresh in this match. And the weight difference once again between Orok and Quartz. Oh, and a punch to the abdomen. Irish whip by Orok. Going under. And Orok grabbing the neck. Oh, and a knee to the face of Quartz. Oh, and another knee to that face of Quartz. Strike him in the chin. Taco breaking up the pin. Before the count of one, Taco keeping the match alive. Orok now running the ropes with a forearm. The Quartz targeting that nose, that jaw. Quartz trying to go for that clothesline, but again, Orok, that solid base of his, able to maintain his footing. Trying to go for that drop bomb again, but Quartz able to rotate out of it. Quartz going for a springboard into a Hurricanrana. That elbow strike by Quartz getting shoved off by Orok. Orok trying to go for that clothesline, but Quartz backing up. Irish whip by Orok and another gut, or knee to the gut of Quartz. Orok trying to drop that knee on the head. Seems like Orok targeting that head of Quartz. Quartz reversing it with a leg drag and a right hand by his own. Targeting the lower back of Orok. Oh, into a shoulder buster, into a forearm drop. Quartz now tagging Taco back in. Taco again, the king of the ring. Trying to go for that catch on Orok, but Orok reversing it. A kick to the abdomen, a spinning elbow by Orok. Chop by Orok to Sir Taco. Dragging Taco over shoulder into a knee. Like Taco's been busted open over that left eye. Both men now outside of the ring. Hello, Indigo, how you doing? Please don't count out. Orok now torquing that neck of Taco. Now going to Irish whip, getting Orok onto the announce table. Orok catching that right hand of Taco. Count of 6. Taco now with elbows to the abdomen of Orok. Count of 7. Then got to get back into the ring. Count of 8. Taco motionless outside. I hate countouts so much. Orok able to overpower Taco, keeping him from being able to get up before the count of 10. Congratulations to Thomas and Orok on their win tonight via countout. Koritz was able to get a very strong offensive going in that match, but Olrock just overpowering both Taco and Koritz. Also, Thomas and Olrock keeping each other fresh in the match.
The Viking Thomas Thompson and the Viking UL Rock, the War Raiders.
Congratulations again to these two on their win tonight. This brings us to our first draw of the Monday Night Rookie Draft. Amber Watson has been drafted to Monday Night Raw. Woman who's been targeting the NXT Women's Championship now brought to the main roster. A welcomed addition to the women's division. Ow.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 228 pounds, Dog
Dino Husky, again, member of Rogue, consisting of Gray and Skelton. Competing tonight against NXT's Zev Voxel. Both men high-flying brawlers. Ow. Dino still on a bit of a win streak as of late.
and his opponent from Madison, Wisconsin, weighing in at 194 pounds,
Zev Voxel representing NXT. Last time we saw him in action on the main roster was during the Money in the Bank qualifier. Been in a series of matches since then, one being a match with Liam, where they were both attacked by Max Jones, thus leading up to the NXT Underground match that took place at Fastlane.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar, dollar.
We got Zev going in early with a Bulldog DDT, going for an early pin. That caught me off guard. Dino kicking up before the count of two. Zeb to that leg lock, catching the head of Dino into that Hurricanrana, stomping on the left hand. Into that standing moonsault. And both these men, prominent high flyers, one of NXT, one of Raw. Zeb now with a kick to the back of Dino. Zeb now on the apron. Oh, I hate that move. Oh, Dino now with that calf kick, catching the chin of Zeb. And now with the elbow to the abdomen of Dino. An Irish whip into a corner. Then getting Dino to the top rope, seated base. Dino now with an elbow to the head, catching Zeb.
And
What are they trying for here? Repeated elbows by Zeb to the head of Dino. Oh, into a head scissors pile driver to Dino. That was elaborate. Zeb stalking Dino with a calf kick of his own, letting Dino get back to his feet. Zeb now to the second rope. With that knee drop to Dino. Now running the rope into a springboard moonsault. Count of one, Dino's out. Dino now mimicking the maneuvers of Zeb with that headlock. Will the win streak continue for Dino? Then with another Bulldog DDT. Irish whip, Zeb going under and over into a Hurricanrana to Dino. Zeb now going for another pin. Count of two. Dino drawing it a little close there. Zeb down with an Irish whip. Catching Dino, but Dino reversing it into a jawbreaker. Kick to the abdomen into a powerbomb stance. Now carrying Zeb into a snake eyes into the turnbuckle. Now stomping Zeb into the bottom. Zeb catching the foot of Dino, sweeping it, knocking Dino off his feet. Zeb now with that senton, that over-the-rope senton, catching the back of Dino, and now some repeated kicks to the face of Dino. Zeb now trying to get some momentum behind him, some repeated kicks to the leg. I said repeated, I meant kicks to the leg. Oh, and the drop kick to Dino. The pure agility on display by these two. Zeb now outside of the ring. Like Zeb tried to go for an axe handle there. Dino rolling out of the way into a Hurricanrana. Zeb back to the outside trying to get himself a second. Dino up to the top rope now. Oh, I don't know what that was, but that caught Zeb. Looked like with an elbow or something. Dino now with a cover. Count of one and Zeb is out. Dino now with an Irish whip. Into a dragon twist cutter. Count of 1, 2. Zeb out at the count of 2. Looks like he's been busted open over one of his eyes. Dino now up to the top rope. Onto that moonsault. Sorry, coughing fit. Zeb out at the count of 2. Now with an Irish whip. Dino back into the Hurricanrana. Count of 2. Zeb catches the ropes and the referee catches it. Cheeky maneuver. Smart way to conserve energy during a kick out. And Dino with another dragon twist cutter. The win streak for Dino continues. Congratulations to Dino, keeping up the win streak for Rogue. was a very impressive move. Dino able to just tire out Zeb with those repeated pins. Those moves that'll just knock the air out of you. But Zeb able to conserve a little bit of energy with that bottom rope that he was able to latch onto. Luckily, the referee was able to catch onto it. Very beautiful moonsault by Dino, very elegant. Both men maintained a strong offensive and a strong defensive in this match. And you'll see that rope that Zeb was able to grab onto. That Dragon Twist cutter there, sealing the deal.
Here is your winner, Dog.
Again, congratulations to Dino keeping his win streak up. This now brings us to our next draft pick for Monday Night Raw. Bandit has been drafted to the main Raw roster. Bandit, sponsored by Buddy Jason, has been drafted to Monday Night Raw.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing Chaos from Chinatown, New York, Jade Lee!
Jade Lee missed Money in the Bank. Able to get a couple wins over Beam these last few weeks on both the online and offline scene. They can be a little paranoid as Jade can turn any match into a title match at any point in time. That briefcase holds a lot of power.
And her opponent, representing the Wolfpack from Baltimore, Maryland, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Kitty!
Again, being on an aggressive streak as of late, targeting not only Jade Lee, but now Zoe Starr. Along with Big Bad BAT Bat. Guess you tapped out because you stink. The irony of these two being brought together in a random matchup. Match is underway, going immediately into a lockup. Jade able to push Bean into the ropes. How you doing, Leo? Jade now throwing Bean out of the ring. Jade running the ropes. Oh, into a drop kick. Knocking Bean off her feet, almost hitting the announce table into a knee drop to the face of Bean. Jade now getting Bean back into the ring. Back into a lockup, grabbing the hair of Bean. Bean now with some elbows to the abdomen. Oh, into a drop kick, but Jade rolling out of the way before any impact was made. We're back into a lockup. Bean now with a headlock. Going into an Irish whip and a punch to the abdomen by Jade. A clothesline to Bean into a springboard moonsault, but Bean moving out of the way. Trying to go for a springboard moonsault of her own, but falling just short. Series of rights by Jade. Looked like Bean tried to go for a chop, but a right by Bean. A chop by Jade. A slap by Bean. A chop by Jade. And a chop by Bean. These two going back and forth. Series of attacks. No love lost, only brutality.
It sure is quiet tonight. Here we are.
These two, a series and flurry of punches straight to the face. Bean coming out on top, Jade a little bit staggered. Bean now with a springboard bulldog. Getting Jade off of her feet. Jade kicking out at the count of 1. But Bean getting into a little argument with the referee. Jade tried to go for a sneaky move there, but Bean catching on. Now grabbing the hair of Jade Lee. Dragging her to the corner, slamming her head against the ropes. Bean now with a knee to the abdomen. Now getting Bean into the corner. Oh, and an elbow by Jade. Count of 1, and Bean kicks out for 2. Leo Dubia Leo. Bean now back to her feet. Jade with an Irish whip. Trying to go for that Superman punch, but Bean dodging out of the way. Oh, to that inverted power bomb.
Damn!
Bean now on the apron into that senton. Bean trying to go for that standing moonsault, but Jade able to bring the knees up and reverse it. Jade tried to go for something there. I didn't quite catch it. Bean now with a dragon twist cutter. Count of 2. Jade kicking out right before 3, drawing it a little close. Bean now stalking Jade. Mounting the ropes. Oh, trying to go for something there. Jade dodging out of the way. Bean now stuck in the corner with a kick to the abdomen by Jade. Oh, and a jumping knee. Jade now dragging the boot across the face of Bean. Oh, and a kick to the bottom turnbuckle. Jade now with the inverted fireman's carry into the inverted GTS. Count of 2. Jade has picked up the win over Bean. All right, I hope all the servers at the bus station go out tomorrow, and Taco has to repair it. We swap everyone out. Oh, there's a system updates that bricks the buses. A war zone going on right now. Fade was able to keep a strong offensive. He was able to keep a strong offensive during the majority of that match, ultimately drawing the win. Congratulations to Jade Lee. Going into our next draft pick. Selena Cox, the relative of Sebastian Hubie Cox, has been drafted to Monday Night Raw. Got some good polls for the women's division on Monday Night Raw. Welcome to the Monday Night roster, Selena.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 250 pounds, Beefcake Brutus Hayabusa.
Brutus Hayabusa, relative to Monday Night Raw's Rina Hayabusa, her cousin. Pick the face off against tonight against his best friend Diaz Marcus, both of NXT. Nice beat.
And his opponent from Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico, weighing in at 230 pounds, a luchador, he is Marcus!
Diaz Marcus from Chihuahua, Mexico, a luchador. A high-flying specialist. A curry man. Both of these men competing in tag team matches, fatal four-ways, and battle royals, but this is their first time facing off one-on-one. Brutus Diaz. Match is underway. Brutus trying to go for that drop kick, but Diaz with a kick to the chest. Oh, and an enziguri by Brutus. The agility of a man that size is very surprising. Diaz rolling out of the way. I don't know what that was, but that was very quick, very impressive. Brutus now with an Irish whip. Diaz trapped in the corner with an elbow catching the head of Brutus. Now in a lockup. These two never competing against each other in the past. One-on-one at least. Brutus now with a rear waist lock. Diaz trying to wiggle his way, work his way out of that lock. Brutus now with a roll-up pin. Diaz out before the count of 1. Diaz now with an arm drag, pulling Brutus down to the mat. Now with a springboard coup de grace, stomping on the chest of Brutus. Ref, move. Go fucked up hair. Get out of the way. He is now catching the legs, driving that knee into the lower back of Brutus. A series of strikes and a super kick to the back of the head of Brutus. Brutus down the corner with an elbow uppercut. Into a turnbuckle 619. Yes, now carrying Brutus, dropping him back first onto the rope. Oh, and a knee to the jaw. Brutus rolling out of the way, trying to get a second. Irish whip. Brutus now on the apron. Able to reverse that strike by Diaz. Brutus now walking in the waist of Diaz. Diaz clapping the ears. Both men trying to go for different moves there. A kick to the abdomen. A pickup. Brutus able to reverse the way into a chop block to the leg of Diaz. Oh, into a clothesline. Pulling Diaz back to his feet for another one. Back again to his feet for a third clothesline. Power slam by Brutus. A kick out at 2. Diaz staying in the fight. Brutus now getting Diaz back to his feet. Diaz catching that strike to a punch to the abdomen. Brutus ducking under that kick into a fireman's carry. Diaz reversing the weight. And go for a mountain monziguri into a stunner. Diaz now with a cover. Brutus out at the count of 2. Diaz with a springboard. Whatever that was. Never seen that one. He is now up to the top rope. With that 450 splash, but missing. Brutus rolling out of the way. Brutus now letting Diaz get back to his feet. The fireman's carry. Oh, to that shoulder breaker. Brutus now getting Diaz to a sitting base. A neck breaker. Brutus now stalking Diaz. Brutus now with a springboard of his own into a crossbody. He caught himself a little bit with that one. Brutus now with a pin. Count of 2. Diaz out at the count of 2. Oh, and a running swanton by Diaz. Count of 2. Diaz Marcus picking up the win. Again, congratulations to Diaz Marquez for the win tonight, to be going into the first double draft pick of the night. And after the draft pick, we'll be going into our first break. That cross body, a surprising agility by Brutus. Unable to get the win. But Diaz with that flurry of attacks into that running swanton, able to get the 3 count.
Here's your winner, a luchador, Diaz Marquez.
Congratulations again to Diaz Marquez. Hopefully we'll be seeing him on the Monday Night roster at some point, but first off, the first of our 2-point draft pick of the night. Who's it gonna be? Another amazing pick for the women's division is being brought to the Monday Night roster. And another competitor that was pursuing the NXT Women's title. And the second draft pick. Some amazing pulls for the women's division tonight. Medusa has been brought over to Monday Night Raw. Both Maki and Medusa on their way to sign their contracts that will go into effect after SummerSlam.
All got something that we trapped inside that we try to suffocate, you know.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Singapore, weighing in at 275 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, the Machine, Buddy O'Neil.
Got Buddy O'Neil, the United States Champion, facing off against the man he faced at Fastlane, Andreas Ali, where Buddy was able to get a win via countout after a cheeky low blow that was out of the referee's sight. This led to Andreas Ali being counted out. hope you guys were able to get yourself something to eat, something to drink. Hope you guys were able to get something. Gotta go eat some dinner, bandit.
And his opponent, representing the Spitfire Warriors from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 220 pounds, Andres Ali!
Andreas Ali, one half of the Spitfire Warriors, along with his brother Angelo Ali, faced off against Taco at Fastlane for the King of the Ring, where he was then defeated, where Taco was then crowned King of the Ring. Match is underway. A right by Andreas, unable to stagger Buddy. He's going to lock up a kick to the abdomen by Andreas. Now being shoved off by Buddy. Now Buddy with a carry and a scoop slam to Andreas. Oh, and a face buster. Buddy now with a leg drop to the abdomen and groin of Andreas. Now stomping on that left knee. You'll see that brace. Andreas was put out for an injury for a short time due to a hyperextended left knee. Buddy now going for that Claymore, but Andreas dodging out of the way, just landing that right hook, like staggering and knocking Andreas off his feet. Now walking across the abdomen. Ali catching the leg of Buddy with a leg drag. Ali stomping on that right hand of Buddy. Oh no. O'Neal with a kick to the head. Ali now with an arm drag, pulling Buddy down to the mat. Andreas now stomping on the abdomen and walking across the abdomen of Buddy with now a knee to the lower back and now Luthez press. Oh, Buddy with a Luthez press of his own series of rights. Landing on the face of Andreas Ali. Now slamming the right arm of Ali onto the mat. And now Buddy with a series of Samoan spikes. Spiking the throat of Ali. Now stalking from the corner. Kick to the abdomen. Into a powerbomb stance. Ali fighting his way out. Buddy now with a drop down, chopping the throw into a clothesline. Ali now with a roll up pin. Buddy out at the count of one. Ali now landing a series of strikes to the abdomen and the face of O'Neal. Now with an Irish whip. Ali going under. Oh, into a roundhouse half kick. Ali now trying to go for that submission, but Buddy able to sneak into the bottom rope. But Ali with a shoulder block, knocking O'Neal off his feet. Ali now the fireman's carry. Going to a right by Ali. Now brawling on the outside. O'Neal breaking the eyes and another low blow. That was not caught by the referee. think the referee was too far from the edge to see it. Ali sweeping the leg of O'Neal, now stomping on the back. You know, grabbing the hair of O'Neal, throwing him back into the ring. O'Neal with a punch to the abdomen and a big boot to Ali. Grabbing the arm and leg of Ali. O'Neal now going for a pin. Count of 2. Ali out at the count of 2. These two, no love lost in this bout tonight. Ali stalking O'Neal. A kick to the abdomen. Oh, and a neck breaker by Andreas. Now going for a pin. O'Neal out at the count of 2. Sorry, I was fighting a coughing fit there. Into a lockup now. O'Neal with a military press. And Ali reversing it. Going into a roll-up pin. Count of 2. O'Neal reversing the wing. And Ali out at the count of 1. And Ali trying to go for that flying clothesline. Into a neck breaker. Ali trying to go for that splash. O'Neal rolling out of the way. Like, Buddy was standing on the hand of Andreas. Now another leg drop to the abdomen and groin of Ali. And Buddy with that running back drop. Ali out of the count of 2. On a kick to the side of the head. A Buddy with a series of rights. A down and out Ali. Buddy now with an Irish whip and a big boot to Ali. Ali now using the ropes to get back to his feet. And a forearm by Buddy. Buddy now torquing that left arm, using the rope to torque and hyperextend that elbow. Now stomping on Ali in the bottom turnbuckle. Buddy trying to go for a bear hug there, but getting reversed by Ali. And Buddy now with a jawbreaker. With elbows to the abdomen by Andreas Ali. Ali now with a shoulder block to the back of Buddy. O'Neal now using the ropes to get back to his feet. Oh, it was a trick! Oh, and an elbow to the head of Buddy. Now with that carrying carrying Ali over his shoulder, dropping him neck first onto the rope. Buddy now running the rope, trying to go for that neck breaker, but Ali rolling out of the way into a clothesline. Ali looked busted open over his right eye. Kick to the abdomen. Into a running neck breaker. Ali gonna go for that pin, but the referee calling a rope break. Ali a punch to the abdomen. Oh, into that pickup drop. Ali now up to the second rope. Buddy O'Neal back in the ring. And Ali had a change of heart, trying to go for that big boot, but Ali rolling out of the way with a flying clothesline. O'Neal with a Irish whip. Oh, into a pickup drop of his own. O'Neal now into a pin. Count of 2. Ali out at 2. O'Neal getting frustrated now, kicking the side of the head of Ali, but Ali now with a pickup into a scoop slam. Ali back to the second rope. Oh, that splash. Ali into a pin. Count of 2. Ali picking up the win against Buddy O'Neal. Congratulations. Oh, why'd I say it like that? Congratulations to Andreas Ali on his win tonight. Both men maintaining a strong offense during the entirety of the match. Just purely back and forth action. Ali trying to go for a series of sneaky pins. Sneaky roll-up pins. They can catch you by surprise, draw the air from you.
Here is your winner, Andres Ali!
Congratulations to Andreas Ali picking up the win tonight. The momentum for the Spitfire Warriors. Going into our next draft pick. Zeb has been drafted to Monday Night Raw. Congratulations to Zeb being drafted to Monday Night Raw. Zeb competing earlier tonight.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Hiroshima, Japan, Nicole Sky.
Again, these two competing once at the Queen of the Ring qualifier match, where Neko eliminated Maki semifinals, and Maki was the last remaining superstar from NXT, the last hope. Neko Sky also facing Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania for the women's heavyweight title. Unable to get the victory, but putting up a solid fight. Also joining the ranks of Zoe Starr to fight against the Bully, Billy, and Rena.
And her opponent from Japan, Maki
Maki being drafted to Monday Night Raw earlier tonight. Once again, all NXT draftees tonight will not be put into effect until after SummerSlam, giving these superstars the ability to wrap up any last-minute business they have on NXT. Match is underway. Going straight into a lockup. Maki putting Neko into a headlock. And Neko reversing it into a reverse waistlock. A rear waistlock, I'm sorry. And Maki with an arm drag. Now torquing that arm and neck of Neko. Neko back to her feet. Maki able to hold that reversed neck lock. Really applying that pressure, torquing that neck of Neko. An Irish whip by Maki, trying to go for that headbutt, but missing. Maki able to double down into a Bulldog DDT. Maki sweeping the legs of Neko. Referee move. Maki now. Oh, with a headbutt to the chest of Neko. Now Maki with a Luthez series of lefts to Neko. Yeah, I'm seeing blood. I think Neko's been busted open. He's doing a lockup. Maki driving Neko into the corner. Referee splitting the two. Oh. Like Maki tried to go for a flinch there, but Neko into a roll-up pin. Maki out at the count of 1. Now back into a lockup. Maki able to overpower and drive Neko into another corner. It's again being separated by the referee. Maki trying to go for another flinch there, but Neko not being intimidated. Going into another Irish whip. Maki unable to land a good series of strikes she's going for early in the match. But Neko now in the powerbomb stance. The fireman's carry dropping Maki on her neck on the rope. Neko on the apron. The springboard Hurricanrana. A series of kicks and stomps to the back and abdomen of Maki. Oh, and a calf kick by Neko. A series of rights by Neko, targeting that head of Maki. Irish whip. Neko being thrown towards the barricade. The kick to the abdomen. Some elbows to the abdomen of Neko. Damn, I agree. And a drop kick to the left knee of Neko. Now Neko with some elbows to the abdomen of Maki. Oh, and a DDT to the outside. Neko throwing Maki into the announce table after that DDT to the solid concrete. Neko now with a sliced bread to the outside. Neko now with some flair and taunting going on. Neko up to the top rope. Oh, trying to go for that twisting forearm. Maki moving out of the way. Oh, and a kick to the face. Oh, and a kick to the hamstring by Maki. Neko trying to go for that drop kick. Maki catching it now. A stomp to the abdomen of Neko. Oh, and Maki throwing Neko into the steel steps. Maki now stalking from the top rope. Oh, that flying cross body to the outside. And a drop kick to the head of Neko. Maki with a flying stomp. Maybe Neko's met her match with Maki. Now throwing Neko to the inside. Both superstars now back inside. Maki going for a pin. And Neko out at the count of 1. Oh, Neko with that face first pile driver. Count of 2. Neko picking up the win. I think I saw Maki grab the rope there. I could be wrong, but I think I saw her grab the rope. Congratulations to Neko. We can't count Maki out. Came very close having that strong offensive in that middle of the match. Neko being busted open on that right of her forehead. Again, congratulations to Neko Sky. And also congratulations to Maki on getting drafted to the Monday Night roster. Go. Now on to our next draft pick. The French Viking has been drafted to Raw. Now joining the ranks of the Raw roster with Thomas Thompson.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 525 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, the Lunatic and Smokey the Bear, the Blood Brothers.
Yeah, these 4 men once all taking a spot in the Blood Brothers faction. Being Smokey, Lucio, Hero, and James. But again, pursuing different goals, if I may. The team decided to separate, with Smokey and Lucio deciding to pursue the tag team division. And Hero and James pursuing the singles division. Hater Bandit.
A storm is coming.
And their opponents, first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 180 pounds,
Hero, after making his return during the Money in the Bank qualifiers, taking the place of his brother Panda, after sustaining an injury from an attack by Leo Katsuyori, winning the Money in the Bank match, and making his return after sustaining a broken neck and a concussion at the hands of Grey Dino and Skell. It was luck of the draw for Hero to be joining James O'Connell.
And from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 180 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, James O'Connor.
James O'Connell, the World Heavyweight Champion. He's been the champion ever since defeating The Undertaker at WrestleMania during the pilot season. I gotta post that on YouTube also. I know it's almost his favorite part, so I had to stay quiet for that. Match is underway. Smokey with a tackle, taking down Hero. To an Irish whip into the corner. Smokey getting the tag to Lucio. Some double team action. To an Irish whip into a double team backdrop. Lucio trying to go for that backsplash, but getting reversed by Hero. Irish whip, reversal by Lucio. Oh, an elbow to the face of Lucio. Oh, and a punch to the body. Hero now with the uppercut. And Lucio with a jawbreaker. Oh! Both trying to go for a springboard there. And knee to the abdomen. That backflip off the body of Lucio. Hero now locking the arms behind Lucio. Oh my god, into the knees. Driving them into the chest of Lucio. Smokey, the legal man in the match, elbow to the face of Hero, an uppercut. Hero now with a flurry of attacks, but unable to stagger the giant that is Smokey. Oh, Hero able to reverse that suplex. Topping the chest, but once again unable to stagger Smokey. Oh my god, Smokey with that elbow to the chest of Hero. Smokey now in control, throwing Hero out of the ring. Smokey going for a suicide dive. Over the top rope. The Hero back to his feet, trying to go for a clothesline. But once again, unable to stagger Smokey. He caught a good hit there. Putting Smokey onto the barricade, dropping him abdomen first onto that steel barricade. Now grabbing the back of the neck of Smokey, throwing him back into the ring. These four men, a really drawn-out history, an extensive history. Crossbody to the turnbuckle. Hero now into that neck breaker off that springboard. Smokey out at the count of 2. A Hero with an Irish whip to the corner. Oh, into a Superman punch. Hero now with a spear. A spear to Smokey. Count of 1. Smokey out at the count of 2. Hero trying to go for that super kick, being reversed by Smokey. For that Russian leg sweep. Smokey now with that single Boston Crab. A Hero able to reverse it. A kick to the knee of Smokey. Oh, and a knee to the side. For the kidney of Smokey. James O'Connell now being tagged in, the legal man. James with some stomps and kicks to the side of the head of Smokey. James now stomping on the lower back, and again a kick to the jaw. Able to keep Smokey off his feet. Now torquing and pulling that right arm in the double knee to the back of Smokey. James now with an Irish whip into the corner. Tagging in Hero. Hero now the legal man with some double team action of their own. And a shoulder block. Smokey able to get to the corner. Lucio now, the legal man. Hero throwing Lucio into the corner. Oh, into a drop kick with Lucio impacting the turnbuckle. Going for that suplex into that back breaker. Sorry, I choked up there. Hero now tagging in James. James with a drop kick to the head of Lucio. Down to a Luthez press. James with a series of lefts. And James with that springboard moonsault. Landing on the abdomen of Lucio. Now with a kick to the back. Stomping on that left hand. Lucio now dragging the arm of James. Lucio trying to go for a sharpshooter. Oh, grabbing the arms and stomping the head of James O'Connell into the mat. James now with a kick to the abdomen into a destroyer. Smokey able to break up the count at 1. James now with a spear to Lucio. James and Hero picking up the win against Smokey and Lucio. Again, both teams maintaining a strong offensive. James and Hero able to keep each other fresh during the match. Able to keep Smokey and Lucio away from their respective corners. Keeping them from being able to rotate themselves out. Got James with that destroyer that got broken up. The pin got broken up by Smokey. And then that spear that finalized the match.
winners, Hero and James O'Connor.
Such a hater bandit. Now go into our next draft pick. Brutus Hayabusa being drafted to the Raw roster. Brutus competing earlier against his best friend Diaz. We are going fast.
Yeah, the sales can rise, doesn't mean much though when your health declines. See, we've all got something that we trapped inside that we try to suffocate, you know, hoping it dies. Try to hold it underwater, but it always survives, and it comes up out of nowhere like an evil.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Cheyenne, Wyoming, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Undead, the Machine, the Redneck Breed.
Again, after this match will be the final double draft pick of the night. We have Skeleton facing off against Onyx. These two, again, with a expansive history, along with Dino, former faction members of the Wolf Pack, with Dino and Skeleton betraying Onyx, turning their back on him, and Onyx now targeting both of them, saying that the two need to atone for their betrayal.
And his opponent, representing the Wolfpack from Knoxville, Tennessee, weighing in at 201 pounds, the WWE Champion, the Anomaly, Archangel!
Onyx, the WWE Champion, defeating Hero at the episode 1 of the pilot season of Monday Night Raw. Now joining forces to take out Rogue. After not only the attack on Hero, but the attack on James and the attack on Onyx. Where it felt more personal for Onyx due to the fact that he brought Skeleton and Dino in from NXT, and he brought them into KWE from the Indies. That title looks good on Onyx. It looks very good on Onyx. The gold, the black, silver, all looks good. Match is underway. Onyx with a spinning elbow. Skeleton knocking Onyx off his feet. We get into a lockup. Skeleton driving Onyx into the ropes. Referee breaking it up, separating the two. Oh, and a right hand by Skell. Into another lockup. Skeleton shoving Onyx into another lockup. It's a good song pick for Onyx. Good pick, Onyx. Onyx now torquing that left arm of Skeleton into that arm lock. Trying to hyperextend the elbow and dislocate that shoulder. Really applying the pressure there. Oh, to that leg sweep. Onyx knocking Skeleton off his feet with an elbow drop to the forehead of Skeleton. Onyx now with that slap and that kick and a drop kick to Skeleton. Onyx now getting Skell to a melt base into a clothesline. Stomping on the back of the head of Skeleton. Oh, to a knee to the jaw and side of the head. Skeleton reversing the Irish whip into a kitchen sink. Having that knee into the abdomen of Onyx. Onyx now with a kick to the stomach. Skeleton now with a backbreaker. Diving that knee to the lower back of Onyx now with a knee drop. Skeleton now grabbing that long, luscious hair of Onyx. Oh, into that flying elbow. By catching Onyx right on the nose. Skeleton now with a snap suplex. Going for a pin. Onyx out at 1. Oh, Onyx slapping the chest of Skeleton. Skeleton now driving elbows into the stomach and abdomen of Onyx. A right hand, right elbow. Skeleton with a scoop slam to Onyx. Oh, Skeleton with a drop kick to the chest. Now holding that left arm, dropping the knee on the elbow. Skeleton now with an arm bar. Onyx able to get under the ropes, prompting a rope break. Onyx now twisting the legs, going for a sharpshooter. Holding the arms of Skeleton. And stomping the face of Skeleton into the mat. Onyx now into a pin. Skeleton out at the count of 2. Onyx now with that shin breaker into a leg drag. Skeleton out the count of 2. Stomping on that hand of Skeleton now. Onyx torquing that right arm. Skeleton able to roll out of it, reversing the pressure. You know, learn the name of that move. Skeleton now with a takedown. Going for a sharpshooter of his own. Oh, going for that same maneuver, grabbing the arms, stomping Onyx face first into the mat. Now going for a pin. Count of 2. Onyx out at 2. Getting close. Skeleton now with a right hand. Elbow by Onyx. Oh! Skeleton catching Onyx with that elbow. That bony elbow, because he's Skeleton. Get it? Skeleton now. The armbar going to a crossface. Sorry, I like to hear the heckling sometimes. Skeleton breaking that hold, letting Onyx get back to his feet. Onyx now staggered with Skeleton up to the top rope into that flying forearm, but Onyx reversing with a punch to the abdomen. Irish whip. Trying to go for that big boot. Skeleton now with an Irish whip. Onyx with a clothesline. Onyx grabbing the back of the neck of Skeleton, slamming his face into the turnbuckle. An Irish whip. Backflip over Skeleton, running the rope, going under the elbow into a flying forearm, or a flying clothesline, I'm sorry. The Skeleton. Onyx now with that sharpshooter hold, holding the arms, stomping Skeleton into the mat. Onyx now stalking Skell. Skell reversing it, working that left arm of Onyx. I'll fly in my room. Into a roll-up pin. Onyx kicking out at 2. Skeleton now on an offensive into an electric chair, into a backdrop. Onyx now dead center of the ring. Into a crossface. Just be away from me. Skeleton once again breaking the hold. Trying to stomp on that ankle of Onyx. Onyx with a right hand now. Catching that right of Skell. Onyx out with a flurry of attacks. Catching that right of Skeleton again. Onto an elbow to the jaw of Skell. Onyx to the top rope with an axe handle, but Skeleton with a punch to the abdomen, going into an Irish whip. Skeleton going under and over, onto a snap suplex. Skeleton picking up the win over Onyx. Both Dino and Skeleton maintaining their win streak tonight. I blame that B2. Bat brought a B into the stadium. What the hell? Congratulations to Skeleton. Onyx with a solid offensive. Onyx with that solid offensive, but Skell able to sneak in. Skeleton able to sneak in a win. That snap suplex.
Here is your winner, the Undead, the Machine, the Redneck Reed.
Congratulations again to Skell. All the winners tonight, all the draftees as we go into our final double draft pick of the night. Johnson O'Neal, the man that beat Medusa for the NXT title, has been drafted to Raw. Final draft pick of the night. Liam has been drafted to Monday Night Raw. The rival to Max Jones. The final draft pick of the night